Hey, it's Cindy here, the Midlife Makeover Coach, and it's time for your Monday morning boost. One of the things that people tell me all the time that causes them trouble is worrying about what other people think of them. Worrying about what other people think of them. So, can you relate to any of these scenarios? Do you say yes to a commitment, like being on a board or, you know, taking charge of an event when you really want to say no because you feel guilty and you think, you worry about what people think if you tell them no? Or do you find yourself like getting dressed and changing clothes, changing outfits, changing your hair, changing this or that several times when you're about to attend a business event or have an important talk to give or heading to a party? Or is there a relationship that you're in with someone and you really are feeling badly about something and you want to tell them the truth and you just don't do it? So these are the kinds of scenarios we end up in when we're worrying about what other people think. And it's really not good. I want you to really consider some of the reasons why it's important to stop worrying about other people think. So one is you're likely not going to be very authentic in your life or be in integrity with yourself if you focus on other people because you're thinking more about them than you are about yourself. And if you direct your behavior on what you think other people are expecting, then that might take away from you being genuinely who you really are. And that is not a good practice, not personally, not professionally, in any situation. Number two, it does mean that you are making other people more important than you're making yourself. Again, not a good idea. We must be our most important person in our life. It sounds very selfish, and many of you are going to say, oh, that's terrible, that's awful, how could you say such a thing? But the truth is that when we really take good care of ourselves and are really honest about who we are, everyone around us is going to benefit from that because we're operating from a place of truth, for example, right? And coming as our best selves. When we're trying to just respond and react to other people's ideas of what we should be or how we should show up or whatever, it's taking us off path from who we actually are. Number three, so this is unhealthy. Worrying about what other people think is just downright unhealthy. It's stressful emotionally to have your eyes and ears peeled to other people's what you think they want or expect of you. And then it can cause physical stress and strain on the body. You may not sleep as well if you're worried about what other people think. You may make decisions that are not healthy for you. It's such a debilitating thing, emotionally, mentally, and physically. And so I don't want you to do it. So then number four, you must remember that your own, your style of living, your choices in your life, your behavior, your dreams, all of it is no one's business but yours. It's really not. You're an individual, you're a unique person, and you need to be you and do the things you feel called to do and take your life in a direction that you truly believe is where and how you're meant to go. And if you worry about other people, what other people think, then you're just getting off track. Number five, the truth is you can't please everybody anyway, and nor is it your job to. That's not your job. Your job is not, okay, make everybody happy. It's not possible. It's not possible. And so, but what is possible is to make decisions and things that will bring you a life of meaning and satisfaction and joy. And then again, the ripple effect is going to be wonderful for everyone around you. And then number six, you will up-level the quality of your relationships if you do stop worrying about what other people think. Now that may sound counter because often in relationships we think, oh, I just need to do what they want me to do, or I'll just be agreeable so then we'll have a better relationship, or if I just go along with what they say, we'll have a better relationship. Well, that's not necessarily true, especially if you're living a lie. So you're going to up-level the the amount of truth in your relationships, which will up level the overall quality of the relationships if you stop worrying about what the other person is thinking. So how do you stop? I mean, if I've convinced you now that it's really a great choice all the way around for you and everybody else for you to stop worrying about what other people think, then how do we do that actually? Well, one of the things to remember, the first thing is just remember you're not in charge of other people's opinions anyway. So even if you are obsessing about what other people think and then you react to it because you think you know how to react to it to, make it okay for them or whatever, that's really not possible. It's really not your job to fulfill what you think their ideas are for you. Do you hear that language and how crazy it sounds when I try to say it out loud? So you're only in charge of you, again, so keep that as your focus. And then number two, you want to keep building that self-esteem, that self-love and confidence, because the more you love and accept yourself just as you are, and the more confident you are in being yourself, the less you're going to concern yourself with others' opinions. You're not going to be distracted by it as much because you're going to be like, hey, I'm just me, and here I am, and this is how I show up in the world, and this is what I believe, and this is how I act, and this is what I want, and and you'll be unapologetic about it. So just keep building it. The higher it gets, the better that is. So that's a great way to help you stop worrying about what other people think. And then number three, just concentrate on living a life authentically, living your life authentically, just being yourself. Last time we talked about being our best selves. If you focus on that, just being your best self, then you will not be as distracted by other people's this, that, and the other, right? What they're thinking or what you think they're thinking and what you're worrying about. So just concentrate on being yourself, and you won't waver so much concerning yourself with others. And then number four, there are times we all want some real feedback, right? Some real honest feedback. Maybe we're sitting on the fence about something, or maybe we just really want to run something by somebody that we trust. So I want you to develop your own board members, okay? And this is just a select few people that you would trust with your life, basically. So these are really high quality relationships in your life, whether they're colleagues, friends, business partners, family members, I don't care. But people you really trust, that when you say, hey, what do you think about this? I really want your feedback. You can trust them to be honest and not just protect you by saying what you want to hear, but instead will give you some kind, respectful, genuine feedback around something you're making a decision around. So have a board that you establish with these few precious people that you really feel safe with, but that they will give you some honest, really good, honest, juicy ideas around something that you're wanting some feedback on. It's really important for us to remain open to feedback in some situations, but a general focus on what other people are thinking is debilitating. So I hope this has convinced you that it's really important to stop worrying about what other people think and giving you some direction to get started and making that shift away from that habit. I know your life will feel better in every environment, in all your relationships. So it's definitely worth it, and it's a great way to nurture your relationship with yourself too. And if you would like to learn other ideas around life like this and ways to grow personally and professionally, please check out my Life Makeovers coaching community and other coaching options at my website, cindydwhitmer.com. And I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.